right, so I know some of y'all want to know how Bear's doing, and we are about to head to Oklahoma City to a 24-hour emergency vet, and they are going to do a test on him because it's very likely that he has Addison's disease, and so we're just not sure. We've had him at our vet locally about 5 times in the last week or so. They are doing fantastic trying to figure out what's going on, but this vet has the capability to do a test immediately, and our vet has already called them, and they are waiting for us. And so all we need is a diagnosis so our vet can figure out a treatment plan. And so we want Bear to be healthy. And yeah, so he has, in the last 8 days or so, only eaten maybe 3 cups of food. So we'll let you know how it goes. All right, even as bad as he feels, he is super excited because he loves to ride. So, all right, Bear. Hey, bud, you want to sit? You have a seat? All right, good boy. We're gonna go in just a minute. So yeah, well, it's about an hour from where it's about an hour away where we're headed, and so Bear is already ready to go. So you guys, look, they shaved one arm and they shaved another, and I don't like that, but I'm tired. So, all right, let's go. All right, so we wound up leaving Bear at the animal hospital, and they're going to take care of him. They're going to do some stuff to hopefully make him feel better and to start reversing some of the issues that are going on. We left here at 8:45, and it is now about 10 after 1 o'clock, and we are going to bed, and we will get a call at some point tomorrow, and hopefully they'll say Bear's ready to go. He's a brand new dog, or some version of that. So anyway, we gotta go to bed. All right, so it's the next morning, so Saturday morning, and we got a text this morning about 6:30 from the doctor at the emergency, the vet emergency room, and sorry, I'm feeling a little tired. And she said it is Addison's, and that they are working to get his electrolytes evened out, that he was in good spirits and he was actually active and feeling better physically. Like, there's indications that he is definitely feeling better. They got him to eat some baby food, and so, which is good because he's super malnourished and he needs to be able to eat. So anyway, he is a little worse off than they had hoped, and so they are keeping him. So it was going to be, they were looking at either 12 or 24 hours, and so it's been 12, and they're going to keep him. They're going to watch him now for the next number of hours. So it's roughly 10 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to do more blood work around 12:30 or so, and then we'll get a call back. And anyway, that's a little update. And so if I were to write a script, I want to tell you about our experience a little bit, just real quick. So if I were to, you don't need to see that. If I were to write a script about a vet hospital emergency room, I don't know if I could write a script like last night. So we took Bear in, no problem. Typical, I mean, he's probably one of those that it's kind of a typical thing. Dog's been sick, been going to the doctor, and eventually have to go to a specialist. Okay, so we're gonna say it like that. He went to a specialist last night. Well, while we were there, we went in, and there was a little long-haired dachshund, and they were waiting for some stuff, that pet family, and there was a little black dog, just a rat of a dog, and had and he was so small that he had the little cone of shame on, and it was so small it looked fake. But it had broken its leg, and there was another dog in there that just was not having it. There was a Great Dane that was so beautiful, and it was being cared for. And somebody had a cat in there, and then a girl comes in all frantic. She has her cat in a carrier, and they get it, and this is an open concept, and so we can see and hear almost everything that's going on. And so this cat has some renal issues, and so it is stopped up and it's not being able to pass urine. And then phone calls keep coming in, and they're like, hey, this guy, he's coming in with a swan that's been attacked by a dog. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be awesome. Open concept with other animals, and there's going to be a swan. And so I'm waiting on that. And then this guy comes in, and he says, I got my dog. And they're like, well, what's his name? And they always announce the name of the animal. And it's Diesel. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a big dog. And they opened the two doors coming in, because they stay locked. They opened the two doors so they can bring the dog Diesel in. And Bear, he perks up and he's watching. And I'm like, all right, Bear. And we can't see anything, but Bear knows something has changed. And he's got his hackles up, and I'm thinking they're going to bring in this dog. And it's almost like this situation of, if you go to the courthouse and they bring in the biggest, baddest gangbanger, like they're going to bring him in through the front door, and that's like what they're preparing for. But they wind up taking that dog around a different entrance, and so we never saw Diesel. But Bear knew Diesel was there and was all just prepared, almost prepared for battle. So anyway, so we didn't see Diesel. And then this guy comes in, this young guy, and he brings his cat in, and he's carrying his cat, and he's like, I need somebody immediately. We need to fix this. And this cat is, through listening to the whole situation, this cat is an indoor cat. It's a beautiful cat. It's never been outside, never been out in the parking lot of the apartment complex or anything like that. It's always an inside cat. Guy gets out of the shower. His cat the intestines are exposed for this cat. So somehow this cat had got itself cut open while he was in the shower. So I don't know how it happened, but he's in there and he's frantic. And I'm guessing his girlfriend comes in. She didn't say a word. The whole time that we were in there, that they were there, I didn't see her say a word, and she was kind of looking from the background. Like, and my brain starts going, and I'm probably wrong with my assessment, but she had this look on her face like, yeah, that's right. He pays more attention to that cat than he does to me. And I shouldn't be thinking it that way, but I was thinking she did something. She probably didn't. Don't think that she did. But it was kind of a weird thing. Anyway, y'all, watch the cats. Finally, this guy shows up. He's got a box. It's got a swan in it. But doggone it, we didn't get to see the swan because they immediately took it to another room, and there was a glass window on it. And I was like, oh, they're gonna open that box, and that swan's gonna go crazy, and we're gonna see feathers flying and stuff. We may not see the bird, but we'll see the feathers.
we didn't even get to see that, so I was disappointed. It's kind of anticlimactic. I thought, what do you do when you bring a swan into a pet hospital when there's other animals? They had it planned out. They knew what they were doing, but I wanted a show. Anyway, y'all, like I said, we're waiting on Bear. We'll get word here in a couple hours, hopefully. And so in the meantime, I got to go mow because it's been a couple of weeks. And y'all, I don't know when you're going to see this, but keep praying for Bear. And after this, you'll probably see a little update. So stay tuned. All right, so we just got a phone call from the vet, and they are still regularly checking Bear's numbers. He has improved a lot, and they seem to be thinking that he is going to be right where they want him to be, his numbers and stuff. Sometime around, I don't know, 7 or so this evening. And so they are going to do another test about probably 6 o'clock, the blood test and stuff. So anyway, and if it comes back and it's good, then we will be able to go pick him up this evening and bring him back home. So y'all, we hate that it has to take so long, but we know that things don't just get better just within an hour or two. And so we are trusting that they are doing all the good stuff for Bear. And yeah, but we're ready to go pick him up. So of course, by the time you see this, you know that we will have already gotten him and whatnot. But so anyway, y'all. All right, so we were able to come pick him up, and he is doing awesome. His last test results were right where they were supposed to be. And so they called us and said, come get him. So we are headed home. We got to figure out some daily meds and monthly shots. But he's doing good. And if we stay on that regimen, whenever we get it dialed in, it'll be good. So here we go. We're headed home. All right, so we got him home, and he is exhausted. He had so much energy whenever we went and picked him up, and it has been an exhausting, more than a week. And so this is Saturday evening, and he started getting sick Thursday morning last week, and so it's been that long. And like I said, there's things we have to learn. We're gonna have to be diligent about making sure we do the stuff to keep him on track and healthy. And so, but we're just happy to have him home. And as you can tell, he's exhausted. He just wants to lay down for now, and we're gonna let him sleep as much as possible, get some energy back, because it'll be a while before he's 100%. We're just happy that he's better. So anyway, you guys stay tuned. I'll give you some updates going forward on how Bear's doing. And thank you guys for watching this little video. And those of y'all that have been praying for Bear and sending your encouragement, we appreciate that so much. Keep praying for him and pray for us as we figure all this out going forward. You guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is you're watching this. I'll see you on the next video.